Man, we back. Black Man Lab Afterflow. We with three brothers. We got a young one. We've got a more seasoned brother. And then we have a brother that's kind of in between. These two brothers is their first time at the Black Man Lab. So we want to get their impressions, what they experienced, and just their thoughts on what happened here tonight so that we can share with the black world what's happening every Monday at 6:30 at the Andrew and Walter Young YMCA. So let me start. Introduce yourself, brother, so folks get to know you.
All right, my name is Kashif Times, son of Willie Times.
Yes, sir.
I came in late, but what I got from it, from just sitting down for the last hour, I heard a lot of pain, and I guess I can relate to the pain. So that's how I was able to recognize it as soon as I came in. I love what we are doing here. You know, this is my first time here. It's crazy. I had to actually go through something to actually come.
Okay.
But thank God it happened because I'm here.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm going to learn a lot from this because I plan to come every Monday.
All right.
So
we appreciate you coming, brother.
No
and for you having a discernment to recognize the pain.
Right.
You know, and sometimes, man, I just started, and it's been tough for me to watch when they see us. It's been tough because I as a lawyer, I live that life, and so I was like, man, I don't want to see all of that, but I'm doing something in the coming weeks with some of the exonerated five, so I had to watch it, and I was watching the one dad who wasn't going to court with his son, man, and I was like, some pain there.
Yeah.
And so it's important for us to be able to recognize it and call it for what it is, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. I'm going to jump to you, young man. Introduce yourself.
All right. My name is Nolan Jennings. Been to the Black Man Lab a couple of times, and two main things that really stuck out to me tonight was emotion and consistency. So talking on to emotion, you know, you have to be vulnerable enough to express how you feel as a man, especially as a black man, because a lot of us are usually closed up or just don't know how to express our thoughts unless we have an outlet like this, like the Black Man Lab. And consistency would be just learning how to always go for what you want, but always know what you're going for and make sure that it's something that will benefit you in the long run.
And you are how old?
18.
18. You were in school?
I will be in school next week. Georgia State.
Georgia State. And so we're expecting you to recruit all of the brothers from Georgia State. Matter of fact, man, can y'all get one of those, you know how they had those transports, you know, the shuttle?
Oh.
You can't get a shuttle and bring it to Black Man Lab every Monday? I know we could do that. You could organize around that. All right,
Okay.
trust me. All right, that's your organizing assignment. Organize the shuttle to come to Black Man Lab.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Brother, introduce yourself. You wearing your chest shirt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just tell the folks who you are and what you do and how you got into the space.
My name is Thomas Clem, father of four, married. I run Metro Atlanta Chess Partners. I got into this space. I was invited to the Church of Sankofa. That's where I met you at.
Yes.
Yeah. And ended up coming here, and this is my second time here.
All right.
And it was special because I always wanted to know why we haven't created a platform for men to come and have conversation about life, especially with our children. So I have 3 daughters and 1 son, and that's my son here with me. And so this is our special time. And he looked forward to coming. He was like, Dad, we going to the Black Man Lab. I
Oh,
said, yes,
man,
sir.
that's dope.
And so whatever goes on during the week, we come in here at the Black Man Lab. So
Man.
it's a beautiful space because brothers need to be able to hear from people that are older than them, and older people need to hear from young brothers that
Man.
are younger than them. I think you've spoken about that. So we can answer each other's problems.
Yeah. And what's deep and I appreciate everybody's perspective. But what's deep is to hear from these young brothers, because we walk around, man, thinking we know y'all, right? I got this 19-year-old and 21-year-old, and I'm like trying to be in their head and trying to figure it out. But really, if I give you space to just speak, and that's how I get to hear you, man. So we appreciate that this is really about bringing fathers and sons and father figures and young brothers together. I want to push it a little further with, we talked about pain.
Right.
From a lot of different perspectives.
Right.
We talked about what we experience with fathers, mothers. What stuck out to you tonight that may have moved you and even had you somewhat emotional? What story, without naming names, because we do the Black Man Lab live in a completely sacred space.
Right.
But just, was there anything that hit you that you were like, man?
To be honest, I'm gonna say everybody's story that told that they didn't have a father, because
Yeah, man. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, that's a real experience. Speak to it.
unlike the other brothers, I had my father there. It's just he wasn't who I wanted him to be, or who I thought he should have been. But growing up being 32, I realized he was the exact man he was supposed to be. And now I find myself trying to be just like him. And as a young man, following the streets, following your friends, you kind of lose sight of who you need to be.
Yeah.
And I got caught up trying to be people that I didn't need to be like.
Yeah.
And like I said, everybody's story here just touched me, because it's just like these guys didn't have a father and I did.
Yeah.
And I didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
It upsets me, because I could have been so much further than where I am now if I just would have listened.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's all about that connection, like you just mentioned with your son. I do plan, I have no kids, but once I have one, I plan to make sure I have that connection, because if you don't have that connection, ain't nothing gonna happen. You could talk all day, it's gonna go in one ear and out the other. You have to find some type of connection with your child. So,
Man, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Nolan,
appreciate it.
give me your. They gonna reach in and hand you some hard paper towel, man.
Cool.
This is a real Black Man lab.
That's the life of a black man.
Right.
Wipe his tears with some.
We don't have no tissue up in this joint. Y'all better have some tissue. Thank you, bro, for just trying. G.
Hard love, baby.
Hey, man.
It's cool. It's cool.
Tough on the eyes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Check.
Tough love, man. That's all.
It's all. Hey, man, but the gesture was there.
Right,
Thank you, man. We got a couple of minutes left. I want you, Nolan. Your mom is real intentional about getting you into different spaces. Let Us Make Man. She'll hit me up all the time, like, what y'all doing?
Yeah.
Speak to that black mother love that brings you into this space.
Well, my mom, she, me and her like best friends.
Mm.
Everybody says we look like each other. I mean,
That y'all do.
I believe we do. And she does a lot for me. Not having a father. I not knowing him for like 18 years. That does a lot to you. But from what I've always remained like, myself, and always from like the young man I'm becoming now, and like whenever a point in time comes that I have kids like down the road, I want to be there for them, because I think someone out there said that they didn't have a father, but it motivates them to be a better father to be a better father in the future for their kids. You know, just to show that you don't have to be what your past was, basically.
You motivated, you ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
But take your time. You 18.
No,
You good.
I am not in no rush.
All right. We gonna close with you, father,
Yes, sir.
husband, mentor. Just if you could, the role that you see yourself playing in shaping your own son's relationships with women as he grows. And how old is he?
Tom is 11.
11.
No, I'll take that back. He's 12. He
All
just turned 12.
You better
Magic
know his
age.
birthday. Real quick, just tell him, what's your role? What do you see your role as in terms of shaping him going forward with relationships with women?
Real quick story. I think he was about 5. And, he's the only boy, so mom wanted him with her. He want to be with mom because she going to give him more attention than I will the way he wanted. And so our biggest fight was him leaving the house with me. And I think when he turned about 6, I made it clear. When I leave this house, my son goes with me. Because it's nowhere I'm going he should not be able to go.
Right.
There's nothing I'm doing he shouldn't be able to see. He needs to see how I respond to other men. He needs to see how I respond to men when they are hostile and when they are not. He needs to see how I respect other men.
Yes, sir.
And he needs to see how other men respect me.
Yes, sir.
And how to handle that when they are not respectful. And so it's powerful for me to show him every aspect, and just like this young man's mother, put him in other spaces like this. So we keep saying a village. This is the first village I've seen where we bring our children where because at the end of the day, we're going to echo the same information.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to worry about it being wrong or right. The heart's going to let a child know what's right. All you have to do is just live and be an example.
Man, that's a word. All of what y'all said, we appreciate, again, you all's transparency at the afterflow. We know what to expect at Black Man Live now because brothers are just opening up. But for brothers to share here at the afterflow, we appreciate y'all. We love you all. And make sure y'all bring some more brothers every Monday, 6:30 at the Andrew Walter Young YMCA in Southwest Atlanta.
That's right.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you.